I'm a survivor.
Yo, it's Varner from Survivor, the Australian Outback in Cambodia. Second chance. You don't have to dig. No climbing, no lying to anybody. You have found Survivor's hidden idol on the internet. And you didn't even need a clue, because they ain't got one. It's Survivor Talk with D&D. Dwaine and David. Take it away.
So if you feel me, put your hands in there.
This is Survivor Talk with D&D. I'm Dwaine.
And I'm David.
And we're just two best friends talking about the show we love, Survivor. The cast has been announced for Survivor Season 32, Rōng. And that is how you pronounce it, David. Rōng.
I'll be letting you pronounce it all season long.
And I'm not wrong. It's Rōng. And David and I are about to look at them. Now, let me tell you, for the first time, I have seen their pictures, mind you. Have you seen their pictures, David?
Yes, because I printed out one to give my daughter a test.
Right. Oh, I also gave my son a test.
That's right. We tested our children.
Yes. As we go through the cast, we are going to tell you what our children thought just at looking at the picture. Brains, brawn, or beauty. And the results are interesting for my child. How about yours?
They're good.
Okay. All right. Anyway, David and I are literally looking at these bios for the first time. Yes, you could read the bios, and that would be fine. We're going to read the bios tonight. Yes, unashamedly. But the added benefit is we're also going to react to them and talk to each other about them. First time we've read them, which is why the podcast is called Who the Heck Are These People?
You're also going to have the added benefit of me mispronouncing several names.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too.
I'll be still wrong. It won't be right.
Yeah.
So
anyway, we're going to react to what we read and see, give our first reactions, all the deep insight, and the closer look at the cast will be next week on Thursday night, 10 o'clock live Eastern time with several of our bloggers also. I know Alex has already confirmed. Brian Mars has confirmed. I can almost, Shayna should be on and Colton Cumbie should be on. And it'll be a fun time. And we will look at the cast in more depth and more detail next week in our A Closer Look. If you're watching and chatting together live at stwdd.com/live, enjoy yourselves. And thanks for logging in. A few shout-outs, David. A few shout-outs, and then we're going to get right on with the show. Stephen Pickett and Aaron Cockerell. We want to thank them for becoming D&D patrons. Your monthly support is awesome and much appreciated. If you enjoy the show and you want to do the same, head on over to our website and check the Patreon links. This month was especially helpful because all of our website stuff was due this month. So thank you very much for helping us out. So we had a great interview with Kelly Wentworth 2 weeks ago. If you haven't heard it yet, Kelly Wentworth Tells All. You got to hear about whenever one of the other castaways reached down into the water, pulled up mud, walked up to her with as seriously as possible and said, "Rub my back."
I have no idea. I can't imagine who that was.
I can't either. Anyway, you're going to want to hear that. All right, y'all. Let's get to this. All right, we're going to look at the cast in the order that CBS delivered them in the CBS document. All right, that is the order we are doing them in. And David is going to start. And David, I'm going to even let you pronounce his name. We're going to start. And David's going to pronounce his name. Because I don't know.
His name's Peter. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard about it.
No, you need to pronounce his last name, too.
Yeah, this is probably the only podcast, maybe next week, that we'll use last names. So we'll go ahead and try our last names. I would say Peter Baggins, but it's got TOS at the end. Yeah. So it's Peter Bagginstos.
Oh, Bagginstos. Now, I had this really cool Google add-on where I could put their pictures up so you could see them. I'm sorry, it didn't work at the last minute. So get your little cast bio pictures out, or if you're driving, just imagine. All right?
We got Varner for the intro, but we don't have the Google add-on. So.
Sorry. Well, I tried. It wouldn't work.
I'd rather have Varner for the intro.
Yeah, me too. All right. Peter Baggenstoss.
Yes. And Baggins came to mind because Davis has been on a binge lately watching all the movies, Hobbit movies. But anyway, yes, Peter is 34. He is on the Brains tribe.
Man, he looks like a Brawn.
Yeah.
You know?
He does. He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He is an ER doc.
He could be Brains, Brawn, or Beauty.
He could. He's got the package.
Man.
So he's a total package, I would say.
Right.
Let's see. His personal claim to fame is I'm multinational. My father is from Switzerland and mother is from Jamaica. I'm a Swiss citizen.
Okay.
All right. His inspiration in his life is people who live an extraordinary life on a daily basis.
Can I say something about his claim to fame?
Sure.
He had absolutely nothing to do with that. My personal claim to fame, David, is that I was born.
Yeah, your personal claim to fame is that you were born in Germany. So
no. That's not the point. The point is, my personal claim to fame is I was born. I had nothing to do with it, but it's my claim to fame.
Hey, CBS he was there. He's claiming it.
Okay.
That was their favorite line from his claims to fame. So,
yeah.
His hobbies are working out. That's good. Escaping on an airplane to travel and reading.
As only a doctor could do.
Exactly.
You know, if I wanted to travel and read, I couldn't just go hop on an airplane. How about you?
No,
I don't think so.
We've had our fun.
I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to Jamaica. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's right. I'll be back sometime next week.
Yeah.
Let's see. His pet peeves are bombastic people, bros, and know-it-alls.
Oh, wow. He'd love Rodney.
Where's the people? Because where's the people that say one of my favorite things to do is tolerate know-it-alls?
Yeah.
Or to tolerate people that talk too much. I guess we'll never get those people.
Yeah.
Then there won't be any drama. His 3 words to describe himself are eclectic, tenacious, and shameless.
Okay.
All right. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? A Kindle that is filled with tons of books. My ukulele. Now, look, if you get too stuck reading books, you're not going to be talking to anybody, and you're going to be the first one voted out.
That's right.
So
but
would be reading.
That's true. But the ukulele would be awesome to have on the island.
If he can play it and it's entertaining. If not, they'll vote him, keep the ukulele.
Yeah.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli. So my ukulele and a drone to fly around and get a layout of the land. Now, a drone would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
You find a watering hole. You find spots where there's footprints or stuff has been disturbed, so somebody may have been there. That would be pretty cool.
He'd be like, hey, why did Caleb go off by himself?
Exactly. People will be walking out into the woods. Looking.
There's a drone above my head. It's Peter again.
Let's see. Survivor contestant you are most like. Pete from the Philippines.
Well, it's because his name's Peter.
He made clever comments and he was educated, had good insight, and appropriately stirred the pot.
All right. Well, if he can do that, then that'd be good.
Exactly. That's a good head on your shoulders if you can do all those things. Reason for being on Survivor. I am the most capable. Now, as Dwaine said, we have not read these, so this is not a prose contest.
That's right.
Miss a grammar mark. It's because I didn't see the comma.
Wait, this is the one competition I might win.
There you go. His reason is I am the most capable. I'm smart, athletic, and good with words. That'll be good. I want to challenge myself in a new and dynamic environment. Oh, that's that. I want the challenge. No. Yeah. Okay.
Oh well. $5, David. Even though we're not actually going to bet it, he doesn't tell people he's a doctor. Look, if I'm a doctor, I'm not telling them I'm a doctor. Unless someone falls over and busts their head open, then they'll find out I'm a doctor.
Because you think he's rich?
Because they automatically ignore all the loans he had to make or take out, and they think he's rich.
Yeah,
which he probably is.
It might depend on who he's talking to, but he could be, yes, very much so. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I have an uncanny knack for getting a group of people to back me up. I can immediately turn around and blindside them. Has he done that in real life?
Do this in life?
Does he know he can blindside people? I mean, Dwaine's computer has blindsided him on many occasions. But otherwise, does he know that?
I have much experience in blindsiding people.
I tell them they're going to get out of the ER in 2 hours, and it's 6 hours later, and they're still here. I can have I love this. I can have a pointless conversation with someone and make them feel important. That could be his most valuable asset playing Survivor.
Except everybody that knows him is reading this and going, wait a second. He just talked to me last night. Oh, so that's Peter Bagenstos.
All right, so where did Timothy have him?
He is on the Brains tribe. Timothy saw him and immediately thought Brawn.
So did Gracie. That was one of her misses.
Gracie. All right, that was one of Timothy's misses. All right, I'll do the next one. She is Aubrey Bracco. She's 29, cute as a button. I love her little red headband and her, what's that, like a Betty Boop bathing suit?
Okay.
I don't know. You know the 1930s cartoon?
Conservative.
Anyway, she is she's on the Brains tribe. She's from Cambridge, Massachusetts. She is a social media marketer. Her personal claim to fame, my name, again. You had nothing to do with your name.
Let's talk about what exactly is a personal claim to fame.
I haven't read the rest of it, but my personal claim to fame, David, is I was born and I was named Dwaine.
Dude,
those are the big accomplishments in my life.
Number one, number two. That's right.
There you go. It means leader of the elves.
Is that like the cookie elves, or is that like the woodland
No,
elves?
it's the shoe elves. It's the shoe elves.
Okay.
And the way I pursued my education with my own style. Now, there you go. Something she did. I like that. I convinced my advisors at Brown University to let me write a children's book about a manatee instead of a 50-page thesis, and went on to graduate with honors.
Well, now that's impressive.
I like that. You know
anything that has to do with a manatee is good.
You know what inspired her, don't you? She walked past your backyard that day. We were floating in your pool. She thought, I'll write a children's book on manatees.
Singing the manatee song.
Yeah. I like that. So she was able. I like that a lot. Good job. What's her name again? Aubrey. I like that.
Aubrey.
Whoops.
Now I'm guessing she had probably had a perfect grade score, and she said, "Look, wouldn't you rather me be challenged by doing something like doing something for children?"
Yes. Let me reach out to the manatees of the children world.
That's right. Still, it's pretty smart.
Inspiration in life. My grandmother. I can relate to that. Madeline. She dealt with a crazy Brooklyn Italian family and was a hard worker. She was the first woman of the year of the New York Daily News.
Wow.
What? How cool is that? And never let anything get her down. She once went back to work the day after a major car accident. She also had a wacky personality. As kids, she told us she didn't eat chicken because, quote, their legs were too close to their butts. I like her.
I've never heard that before. That's good.
Aubrey, I like you. You are funny. Well, just look at her face and her smile. You can tell she's fun to be around.
Yeah.
You know? All right, Timothy, do you have anything else to say about her? Any more comments?
Read the rest?
Oh, there's more.
Hobbies, pet peeves, 3
words.
I'm sorry, Aubrey. We're working on it. It's our first season. Never done this before.
Yeah. Hobby. Well, we've never read their bios before. Hobbies, crayon art, running, meeting locals in new places, and astrology.
Okay, what is with crayon art and coloring books this year?
Hey.
Did Connie get coloring books?
No.
Terry did.
But what's funny,
did.
Okay, so I'm on Weight Watchers, right? I've been on it for like 10 weeks, and I go to the meetings with all the other nice ladies that are there.
Yes.
And she goes, I really love my adult coloring book. And I was like, what? And then she went on to explain, that's all the rage. These really complicated coloring books, and they call them adult coloring books.
We had to go to 2 Michaels before Christmas to find the coloring pencils.
Wow. You know, I have a memory when I was a kid.
That's not a lot for you women to say that a man had to go to 2 stores, but it is for a man.
Yes. And if you're new to our show, what I'm about to do is not abnormal. Don't write in and complain about it. All right? No. It's part of the allure of D&D being just 2 best friends. I remember when I was a kid, David, I was in the hospital for crying out loud. I'd had my adenoids taken out, and I was laying in the hospital bed. And I thought of this cool game. I said, Mom, I'll call out a color, but you already have what you're going to color with that color, and we'll see how the picture comes out. Right? I was like 5 or 6 years old. I thought it was awesome. And she did it with me one time. Every other time after that, I would say, Mom, let's see. No, I don't want to do that. One time she did it. One time.
Well, you're only in the hospital that one time, right?
I am not buying my mom one of these coloring books. All right, pet peeves. People who are not self-aware, don't know how to listen actively, or give fake compliments. Oh, she ought to like Peter. Yeah. She and Peter are going to get along really well. Close second, scented things covering bad smells. So she doesn't like Febreze.
Watch out, guys.
Yeah.
Anything you do.
3 words to describe you: beguiling, intuitive, and relentless. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? 1, crayons. Oh, yes. Yes. Preferably a 64-pack with a built-in sharpener. Thank you, Timothy. Oh. To hold an art therapy session to calm everyone down.
Okay, so we're going to have Arbery art instead of yoga. There you go.
Yeah. Would you get me a knife, Timothy? Bring me a knife, please.
Dwayne just received a package. We'll see.
I just received a package. I'm going to open it up live on the air. All right. Plus, they smell good. 2, a camera to document the adventure. And 3, astrology books. I want to know who I'm dealing with and what motivates people. She could just ask them.
That's a great way to communicate.
Yeah. Survivor contestant you are most like: love child of Sophie and Cochran, hair of Shambo. That's a nice creative answer. I like that. Reason for being on Survivor: I love Survivor. Since I was 15, I've watched. As complicated as the game is, there's something so simple, authentic, and raw. I have deep respect for the timelessness and evolution of the game. So she's a fan. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Why you think you'll survive on Survivor? I'm a hard worker who never gives up, and I'd entertain people by pulling a Greg. Is it Bowie? B-U-I-S? Bowie?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Gosh, Timothy. He brought me a knife. Greg Bowie and being a weirdo. People would think I was doing this to be funny and pass time, but I'd actually be extracting key details. After living in Salem, Massachusetts during several Halloweens, I've learned to embrace my quirkiness and work with outlandish personalities. And lastly, this is one of the longer ones. Why you think you'll be the sole survivor? I'm an expert listener and a journalist at heart, so I'm inherently observant and social. I look for the most genuine and self-aware person in the room so I can connect with them, and I'm on the prowl for the most fake person in the room so I know what I'm dealing with. I want to prove to myself that I have what it takes to manage personalities under pressure with $1 million on the line. That is Aubrey Bracco. And my son saw her picture and said brains. How about your daughter?
See. That one she got right. She said brains.
All right. All right, y'all. A little break here. I am opening up a package that I just got.
What do you think you are, Kelly Whitworth or something?
UPS
she does that on Periscope.
Yeah, UPS is lit. I almost cut my face off.
That's a big knife. Why are you anything on the air? Are you expecting something for the show? Or I know what you're expecting.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on my microphone, and it's not.
Okay.
And I'm going to mail yours to you tomorrow. Hold on. All right. Ready?
Sure.
Here they are. The Movie Talk with D&D and Survivor Talk with D&D mic flags. That is sharp looking. That's the movie talk side.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Survivor talk side.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Very nice.
It's going to go right here.
For those of y'all listening, just look at our Facebook group. You see
Just look at the Facebook thing.
Sweet.
I don't know how you're going to get your microphone in that, but oh well. All right. Let's move on.
We're going to move on to Joseph Del Campo. He is 72 years old at the time of this show.
Wow.
He is also, we're still on the Brains tribe.
Okay.
T-Brawn, is that the name of the tribe?
No, that's Timothy thought he was a Brawn.
Oh. I was like, what do I keep seeing with these letters in these words? Gracie also thought he was a Brawn. They might get them all the same.
Yeah.
He's from Vero Beach, Florida. He is a former FBI agent.
Yeah.
So,
and he's flexing in his picture.
oh yeah. Well, I imagine with the smile, he tries to interrogate you with the smile and get information. And when you don't do anything, then he takes his shirt off and say, "You want the next part?" And then you start giving information.
That guy has
pretty intimidating bod.
Very little body fat.
Yes. All right. Let's see. His inspiration in his life is St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Primarily deal with pediatric cancers. No child is denied treatment on race, religion, or a family's ability to pay.
All right.
That's a person with life experience.
Yep.
Good inspiration. His hobbies are classic car restoration, hiking, backpacking in the mountains, and writing articles about military veterans for a local monthly magazine in Vero Beach, Florida.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Pet peeves are people who whine.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Welcome to Survivor.
Yeah.
3 words to describe you. Tenacious. Haven't we heard that before? Was that Peter or was that Arbery? It's one of those two.
I don't remember.
I want to say it was Peter. Tenacious, daring, and vigilant. On the island, what would they be and why? A comfortable chair, nice to sit down and rest, and an iPod with earphones to play my favorite music. The Art of War by, is that Shunzi? Zhu?
I don't know. It looks like Sun Tzu to me, but I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Now I have a question.
Yes.
Does that mean he's never read The Art of War, and he figures I'm going to be on the island, I have time to read it, or is it he's read it before and it's just his go-to book?
What would you take to the island? Would you risk taking a book you've never read, or would you take one of your favorite, like you would take the Dark Tower or something, or something you really, really, really like?
No, I'd take something I hadn't read probably.
In case you're out there for 39 days, if you read it in a week, you have to read it again, and you didn't like it the first time.
Yeah, but you don't need to be off by yourself reading a book. So
isn't The Art of War thick?
Yeah.
So after you get bored, if you don't like it, you start using it as fire
yes.
starter.
That's why he wants The Art of War.
That's right.
All right.
Survivor contestant you are most like, former winner Tom Westman.
There you go.
Good choice. Maybe it's just the hair. Reason for being on Survivor. At my age, I have the mental and physical fortitude to successfully compete for 39 days in whatever challenges I face, in addition to establishing and maintaining successful interpersonal connections with other tribal members. It's also about the adventure, going to far away exotic places and living in the mud. I have no doubt he can withstand the physical challenges, but when we see bodybuilder type guys, they usually struggle after a while. I mean, Tony put on weight.
Yeah,
He went in there chiseled. Garrett went chiseled, and he didn't do too well.
Right.
So I'll be interested to see. I don't know, but I think because of his age and life experience, I think he's going to be able to deal with it better if he does have body issues.
Well, and it also depends on. Let's see. Let's look at his tribe here. What's his name again?
His
Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay, so it kind of depends on his tribe. Are they going to embrace him? Because he's definitely the oldest on his tribe. I mean, by a lot. And sometimes guys that are that old and have that kind of experience have a low tolerance for people goofing around. And he's going to be on a tribe with a bunch of people that are young and maybe goof around a little bit more.
BB from season 1. He was kind of short with him. It might depend. If Neil comes across as not good in challenges, why not keep the big, strong guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Or if they give him one of the women. Gotcha. Let's see.
Why you think you'll win?
Why you think you'll survive?
Yeah.
I have the ability to build an A-frame or a similar shelter with an elevated sleeping platform. That would be advantageous. Have that guy on your tribe. I could start a fire with bamboo friction or eyeglass lenses and prepare meals for fellow tribe mates.
Okay.
Hope you got the food to do that. That would be very beneficial.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think you will be the sole survivor? I've trained all my adult life for an ultimate challenge. This is it.
Okay. All right. That is 72-year-old Joseph Del Campo on the Brains tribe. Now we're going to move to the Beauty tribe, and her name is Michelle Fitzgerald. She's 24 years old. My son saw her picture and said beauty and laughed. As in, why would you even ask me, Dad?
He
She's
did better than
beauty.
Gracie. Gracie said Brawn. So that was one of her misses.
All right. She is from Freehold, New Jersey. She is a bartender. Personal claim to fame: my time at Rock the Earth, where I toured and worked with bands raising money for environmental issues. I was able to travel, listen to amazing music, and educate people about important causes. That's how you write a personal claim to fame paragraph.
Yep.
Not, I was born.
And my name is.
Yes. Inspiration in life: Harry Potter, who is not a real person.
So we had a good personal question, and then we're going with an inspiration.
Oh, we're just messing with you, Michelle.
Yes.
Harry Potter, his character chose bravery in the face of darkness and adversity. Yes, he did. I appreciate anyone who overcomes obstacles without pitying themselves for being dealt a bad hand. Plus, magic. The Harry Potter story really is a good story.
And if you can bring magic to Survivor, that would be pretty awesome.
That would be nice. Hobbies: traveling, reading, and rock climbing. Not at the same time. I added that. Pet peeves: overpriced alcohol. Close talkers. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Hi, David. How are you doing? Are you doing? Well, my microphone's the front. How are you doing?
Get close to your microphone when you talk as a close person.
Hi, David. I'm right in your face. All right. Oh, man. And what's bad is you step away and they step forward again.
That's when I stick out the belly. Say, look, don't bump the belly.
Yeah. And self-important people. All right. Now, what's interesting about that is people that have pet peeves about self-important people sometimes think people are being self-important when they're really not.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of put that on people sometimes.
Yeah.
3 words to describe you: quirky, charismatic, and adventurous. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? My journal to remind myself of my past and to keep track of my future. A Harry Potter book for a little entertainment. And my sister. Does she count? Well, she's not a thing.
She's a person in the
She's
classification of nouns.
Person.
That's right. Whereas Harry Potter would be a thing.
Yeah, the book.
Because he's not a real person.
But she does say, does she count? So, yes, I guess technically. Or you could do like Cass and have a big cutout of your sister. Cass has a big cutout of Jeff Probst. Survivor contestant you are most like: poverty. I don't think we've ever heard that one before. Have you? Do you?
Who is that? Parvati?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
It's new to me.
Yeah. She was able to read people and form alliances that took the spotlight off of her. She took respectable chances, never silenced herself to get further, and dominated in challenges. I'm going to tell you something. If you can rise up to the poverty level, then good for you. That's
But if I was a female and wanted to pick somebody, I would be like, why not go for like a Kim Spradlin, a first-time winner, or Denise Stapley?
Because she doesn't think she's like them, I guess.
Nothing against Parvati, because she played a great game, but she's a 2-time loser.
Oh, really?
3-time winner.
Should I quote you on that? David says Poverty's a 2-time loser.
Well, she's played 3 times, right?
Yes. All right. That's a very good point. Why not pick a 1-time winner?
So you don't laugh
One-time player, one-time winner. If you were a girl, David, you'd go slap your parents for naming you David.
And that would not be a claim to fame for me, that I was named David and I was a girl.
Yes. Reason for being on Survivor: the adventure junkie in me wants take myself out of my comfort zone. But ultimately, I'm applying to win. It's all about the money, honey. My car shakes at any speed over 50 miles per hour, so I desperately need to replace that tin can. I like that.
You know,
way to go, Michelle.
I'm resisting as best I can not to overlike some of these people because I haven't
know,
seen
I
any
know.
videos. I haven't heard their voice.
I know.
She's a bartender, which I like, which means she deals with people.
Yes.
And I like that she's charismatic, feels she's charismatic, and I like the line we just read.
Yeah.
And so I'm tempted to like her, but I'm not going to make that point yet because I haven't heard anything or seen the video.
She might be high up in my draft choices, David. She might be.
Good to know. Good to know.
It's all about the money, honey, she says.
That's right.
Why you think you'll survive Survivor? My positivity. I wouldn't let anything dampen my spirit. Enthusiasm is electric, and that attitude would shape the tone around camp. I may be a Jersey girl, but don't let that fool you. I have no problem roughing it. Okay. And why you think you'll be the sole survivor? I've watched every season, so I know what it takes.
I like her. I like her right there. No, I do like her.
I've watched every season, so I know what it takes to be successful on this show. Using my charm, I think I can build strong relationships and lead an alliance without being viewed as aggressive. Using my social awareness will help me understand and use people's strengths, weaknesses, and motives to my advantage. I'm not going to play on the sidelines. I want to make big, bad arse moves that will get me further in the game and have fun doing it. I like Michelle. I like Michelle. I like Michelle. I like Michelle.
No offense to Joseph, Aubrey, or Peter.
No,
going-
but
just going off
I
the
like Michelle.
Goodbye.
All right. David's got the next one.
Sydney Gillen. She is 23 years old.
Yes, she is.
And she is a Brawn, which Timothy thought she was a beauty.
Timothy thought she was a beauty. That's right.
Gracie got it right.
He thought she was on the beauty tribe.
Yeah.
Gracie got it right?
She got a Brawn, yes. She did a process of elimination on a few of these. I think she got her numbers and then started saying, so she kind of worked back that way.
I told Timothy not to keep track of how many he had picked. Otherwise, it kind of takes away from the validity of the game.
No, it doesn't, because it's going to be 6 in each group.
No, because you got to go with your first impression.
What if they're all beautiful, Dad? Then you pick them all as beauties.
You pick them all as beauty, buddy.
Oh.
Because he didn't get to see them all at the same time.
So if he loses to Gracie, that explains that you're his dad and I'm Gracie's. Okay, so she is from Douglasville, Georgia, and she is a bodybuilder. Personal claim to fame.
Yeah.
Yes, I am most proud of receiving my International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Pro card at the National Physique Committee Nationals in 2012.
Another actual claim to fame.
When she was 20 years old. That's 3 years ago.
Nice.
I was a junior at Penn at the time, and I just turned 20. Thank you for validating my math.
He's confirming you can add or subtract.
Yes, I had to train 3 times a day, not including track practice, in order to make my dream happen.
That is awesome.
I love that she's in shape, but I worry that she's in too good a shape.
Yeah, but look what it says about her. Look what it says about her discipline and her work ethic. Good stuff right there.
Inspiration in life is my mother. She is the strongest woman I know, and her loyalty is forever unwavering. She has been diagnosed with breast cancer twice, and even though she could barely walk from her chemo treatment, she still put me first and flew in to support my bodybuilding show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice. Hobbies are sprinting, lifting, weight training, and sleeping. It's a hobby. Pet peeves: obnoxious criers, bigots, and overly weak people, and basically anything related to the closed-minded mentalities.
All right.
She is opinionated, driven, and disciplined, just like you said. Her 3 things she would bring are a branch chain amino acid supplements. I need my vitamins. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm hoping she doesn't start losing. I need my vitamins, so I hopefully won't lose all my muscle. Oh, well, if you go 39 days and win $1 million, you can get that muscle back.
Yeah.
A picture of my family and friends for motivation, and tweezers because my eyebrows can get crazy. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. I love it.
Survivor contest. Well, she's a bodybuilder. She's got to take care of the look.
Yeah, she can't have hair anywhere. You got to pick them off your arm everywhere.
Right. Survivor contestant, you are most like Tony Vlachos.
Oh, Tony. I love Tony.
Because his loyalty to those who really mattered was unwavering. He played the game from beginning to end.
That's
Great choice. Love that choice of Tony.
Tony, if you're watching, as I know you used to, just remember D&D still love you, man. Absolutely still love you.
And even though you were second to last pick on my tribe, you were still on my tribe. Not a claim to fame for me.
Man, I like Tony. All right, go on.
Reason for being on. My main reason for being on the show is winning the money to pay off medical school and college debt. I also want to be able to help my mother around the house so she doesn't have to decide which bills need to be paid.
Yep,
good motivation.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
Win it for the money. Why you think you'll survive? My sense of humor will be most useful. Yes, it could. You can't walk around looking like someone killed your dog all day. I think I will up the team morale. Beyond that, I think my athletic abilities can help win this competition.
Okay.
That's true. Why you think you will be the sole survivor? I believe that I have the tact and discipline to make it to the end. If I make it to the final three, I'm confident I will get the needed votes because I will have created relationships and a story that my fellow tribe mates would want to vote for.
She gets it. The story part.
Right.
You know, that's important.
Do those relationships. Yep.
And also, I like the people that are open and honest and go, I'm playing this game to win the money.
Yep.
It's like I don't play Monopoly to become a better person.
No, you don't. No.
I play Monopoly to win.
You play Monopoly to kick everybody else out of the game.
You don't play football to learn more about yourself. You play football to win the Super Bowl.
That's right.
You know? I mean, all right. Speaking of which, there's my Seattle flag, which I guess I should tear down now. Anyway. All right, I got the next guy. Oh, Lordy, how do you say his name? Neil Gottlieb. What do you think? Gottlieb?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, 38 years old. He is on the Brains tribe, and Timothy saw him and said, Brains.
So did Gracie.
All right. He lives in Sausalito, California. And David, he is an ice cream entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So does he dip ice cream for people, or does he actually own an ice cream shop? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Because the person that works behind the counter at 7-Eleven is not a drugstore entrepreneur. They are a drugstore attendant. So yes. I guess he owns some ice cream places.
I would think so.
All right.
Read on and we might find out.
Oh, see, some people that have already read this are going, just read. You figure it out, right? All right. Personal claim to fame. I started 3 Twins ice cream with my life savings of $70,000. I'm impressed he had a life savings of $70,000.
Wow.
In 2005, at the age 28, after returning from the Peace Corps, I couldn't afford employees, so I did everything myself at first. I opened another shop, then another, and built a factory in 2010 to start selling pints to grocery stores, and have since opened a second factory. We're now sold in grocery stores in all 50 states, have a team of around 100, and sales this year that will be about 100 times sales from the first year. Despite almost going broke during the economic downturn and unrelenting competition, I am proud of the growth, taking on the challenges, being creative, treating employees well, giving a great deal back, and inspiring others through my version of the American dream. That, my friends, is a personal claim to fame.
Wow. That means he created his own taste, his own line. So he was an inventor, so to speak, of his flavor, but he pretty much dove in the deep end. $70,000.
Way to go!
I would so be tempted not to do that with $70,000.
I know.
Wow.
Of course, if he had invested it all in Apple back then, he'd be a billionaire right now. But anyway,
yeah. So
inspiration in life. Inspiration in life. I am not Bros, but the person who has come closest to obtaining hero status is my Uncle Larry. I admire him for the deep and devoted love that he had for my aunt. Despite being a tough guy, he has never been afraid to cry or share his feelings. I admire him for his larger-than-life deeds, like finding 55 pounds of cocaine off the coast of Florida. He's a former cop, and he turned it in. There you go. I admired him because of his Popeye-like muscle on his forearm, which I later found out is actually a tumor.
Oh, no.
David, you can't laugh at that.
Wow.
But I didn't know that as a kid. But more than anything, I have always admired him for being himself. I love that. Hobbies, traveling, indoor rock climbing, and one-upmanship. Oh, he likes to one-up people. That's fun. Pet peeves, I am not really one to complain, and therefore don't have too many pet peeves. But I have very little patience for whiny people and hypocritical Bible thumpers. All right? Not Bible thumpers, but hypocritical ones.
All right.
3 words to describe you: incorrigible, witty, and kind. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? I would take a big, comfortable bed with a high thread count sheets, a down comforter and lush pillows to facilitate good night's sleep, and an assortment of fake immunity idols and fake printed clues on convincing paper to fool my fellow contestants into thinking they have immunity. Lastly, a spy kit so that I can bug camp and listen in on the plotting and scheming of my campmates to give me valuable information.
See, that's smart. He included an entire bedroom as one item.
Yeah.
His bed, his sheet count, his down comforter, and lush pillows, plural.
Yeah.
Wow.
This guy wrote a book. I have a feeling he's going to be very verbose on the island.
Yep.
A talker. Survivor contestant you are most like. I relate to Eric Reichenbach as my brother in ice cream. I can relate to Rob Mariano because he not only won, but he seemed to have more fun than anyone else while doing it. I can relate to Tyson for his priceless, witty commentary on the other players. I relate to Poverty because I think that I'll also charm my fellow competitors while I'm busy destroying them. I kind of hate myself for saying this, but I relate to Russell Hantz for his lack of fear and filter.
So this has the write-up of a confessional king early on.
Yeah.
Depending on how far he goes. This could be some confessional points here if you're drafting.
And then CBS went, contestant is a singular noun.
3 items is not 6 items.
Reason for being on Survivor. My primary reason is to win, as is my secondary reason. Winning the money will be amazing, but I am more interested in the metaphorical crown, bragging rights, and satisfaction that comes with winning than the cash. It is also to have the privilege to compete in what I consider one of the greatest competitions of all. I have watched the show for years and yearn for the chance to be a castaway in a remote locale and compete for 39 days. Again, we're talking about Neil Gottlieb.
Yep.
All right. Reason for being, I already said that. Why you think you'll survive Survivor. I will be the provider for the group and the court jester. I will be a calming force and the one that psychs up the tribe to go into battle. I am a strong swimmer and will be a valuable hunter, fisher, and gatherer for the group. I have a tireless work ethic and will contribute more than my fair share towards building a strong shelter, cooking, and getting water. I am most often happy, quite witty, never complain, and am generally entertaining, which will help to keep the peace during tough and stressful times. I am physically and mentally strong. I was a competitive athlete for years. I am a fast runner and sharp, so I will be strong in challenges. Last paragraph. This is like one of Will Dennison's feedback.
Yeah, really.
Why you think you'll be the sole survivor? I have been a Survivor fan for years, and therefore understand the game. Am mentally tough, a physical force, likable, and absolutely determined to win. I will excel at both the social and physical game. Much of my life has prepared me to be a great contestant. Being a fan has shown me some brilliant moves and perhaps more importantly, stupid ones to avoid. More than anything, I believe that I will be the sole survivor because I want to, and I usually get what I want, no matter how hard I have to work for it. There you go.
Okay, so this is, in my opinion, in no way a spoiler, but why would you include this much data unless this guy's going to give a lot of verbiage in the show? It's very easy, very good to read. It's interesting. He has a lot of good things to say. He seems very articulate, and that's got Confessional King written all over it to me.
Yeah, it's very indicative of the kind of person he is. He's definitely a talker, and like he said, witty. He's going to kind of be like a Tyson, maybe. So we'll see. All right, David, you got the next guy.
That would be Darnell Hamilton. He is 27, and he is on the Brawn tribe, which Timothy got right, and Gracie got wrong. She's got beauty. So it must have been a smile.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that Timothy said Brawn.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm just being honest.
His current residence is Chicago. He is a postal worker. I wonder if he knows Dan. Don't they all know each other?
Yeah.
Let's see. Personal claims to fame. Graduating from college. It has been a long and hard road, but I did it. I was horrible in high school because I didn't give a darn, not because I wasn't smart. Now I have finished college, and not only that, I did it with a 3.47 GPA while working jobs all day and night. That is a good claim to fame.
Way to go, dude.
Inspiration in life. Growing up, I never had a hero, just examples of what not to do. If I had to pick a hero, it would be Jesus, someone who was willing to sacrifice himself for the good of others, even when they didn't deserve it. That's real.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Just when they didn't deserve it. Hobbies. Gaining knowledge, fishing, and working out. I like those two. Pet peeves. People who talk too much and habitual liars. Well, Darnell, don't go back and read Neil's bio.
Yeah.
He talks a lot in that bio.
And remember, this is a game. This is not real life.
Right.
Okay? This is not real life. You can't win in a game without deception. Again, they don't do fake handoffs. I mean, they do fake handoffs because it deceives the other team. Just, there you go.
Gotcha. 3 words to describe them are confident, anomaly, and rebellious.
Nice.
Interesting.
How would you describe yourself? I'm an anomaly. You're an anemone? No, an anomaly. An anemone?
Anomaly means we don't know what you are. So describe yourself. I don't know what I am.
I don't really know.
3 things on the island, and why would he take them is sunglasses so I can hide from the ugly contestants. Oh, that's nice.
What?
iPod so I can tune the haters out, and a pack of cigarettes. Well, the pack won't last you very long unless you barter them out. That might be something to do, but contestant he is most like.
Forget it. Go ahead. Okay, just for the record, if this guy is a smoker, I hope he stopped several months before the game and not what Zane did.
Yeah.
Well, I just recently quit smoking. You mean 3 minutes ago when we had you put it out? Yeah, 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, right before we got on the boat, I threw out my last 2.
That's when I quit smoking.
Did you put it out? Is that when you quit?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I haven't officially quit yet because we're just doing the interviews. So, contestant is most like. Survivor is all about evaluating your circumstances. I can say I want to play the game like Boston Rob, Sean Rector, or Tony and be in control the whole time. One thing I would want to do is be likable. Be the JT, then cut their throats one by one while they don't see me. I just have to keep others fighting, and I will be fine. Now, JT was good. He wasn't necessarily a throat cutter, but he definitely had a good social game. Let's see. Reason for being on, I want to prove to the world that I can win and be successful in life despite my past. I want to encourage other people who think they're useless and do something worth value. I also want to become the best survivor ever. I want to be forever remembered as the ultimate survivor.
Okay, that paragraph has me a little worried. But I'm not going to go into it, but that one's got me a little worried.
Okay.
On a game level.
On a game level, would you want to be one of the best people to never win or an unforgettable winner?
I want to win.
Right.
So I want to be wait, you mean a forgettable winner?
Yes.
Because you said an unforgettable winner.
No, an unforgettable runner-up or a forgettable winner is what I meant.
Oh. Heck, man, I want the $1 million. I don't care if you remember me.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I don't care how I'm remembered or how I'm seen when the game's over, as long as I win the game. Herman Edwards, you play to win the game.
That's right.
I don't care how you remember me.
You
because
play to win
once
the
I win
game.
the $1 million, once I win the $1 million, I may never want to play again.
That's right.
It's got a big target. Why you think you'll survive is I have been all around the country, love the outdoors, and love to fish. I know CPR first aid because I was a lifeguard. My social game will always be up to par, and I am an extremely hard worker.
Yeah, I'm worried about this guy.
Why you think you will be the sole survivor? I have been through adversity I know how it feels to fail, but I also know how to win. Using negative energy to dig deep and win. Dig deep. That's a probage. What's the mind? That's the mind you have to have coming into this game. I am a hard worker and a great team player. I have done a little of everything, and I can say I have a well-rounded skill set. I have a lot to prove in my eyes, and I won't let anyone stop me from winning.
Yep. All right. Based on this alone, I don't think he'll be very high on my draft list.
Huh.
I don't.
We'll see.
All right. I get Matt Bischoff. Kyle Jason. 31 years old. Tribe designation, he's Brawn. Timothy saw him and said, Brawn.
Gracie saw him and said, Brawn.
Yes. He lives in Detroit. He's a bounty hunter. Oh, man. How cool would it be to sit around the fire at night and hear his stories about being a bounty hunter?
That would be good.
That would be really cool. Personal claim to fame, besides my family, it would be becoming an NCO while in the Army. I worked my rear end off to get there, and I did it in only 3 years.
That is a good claim to fame.
Yeah. Inspiration in life. I don't have a hero or an inspiration. I am just me, and everything I have ever wanted, I go for. I won't stop until I get it, and I don't care what I have to do to get it.
That sounds like a bounty hunter.
Yeah. Hobbies, kicking indoors, getting tattoos, and riding my motorcycle. Pet peeves. There are so many. But if I were to narrow it down, I would have to say dumb people, lazy people, and one-uppers. Did he say one-uppers? Because don't we have someone up here that one of his favorite things to do is to do one-ups, and that would be Neil Gottlieb.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Nice. 3 words to describe you: loud, blunt, and hilarious. See, he's on Brawn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's not on the tribe with Jodell. See, I think somebody older like Jodell wouldn't have a high tolerance for that.
Yeah.
If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? Hair ties, energy drinks, and a mini DVD player. Preferably with a screen.
And a very long battery life.
Yes. Survivor, and that reminds you of what show?
Lost. Energy drinks. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Survivor contestant you are most like Russell Hantz, because he is the only person that has ever truly played the game the way you should. Oh, boy. Really? That's why he lost.
He's over. He's a good player, but he is over.
The only difference is that I wouldn't wait so long making things disappear.
Oh, I was hoping he'd say the only thing is I would win.
Yeah. How can you say, okay, I'm not even going to go there. Reason for being on Survivor: truthfully, for the money. I have a family that is very important to me, and that is why I work so hard. My youngest daughter has autism and is always in some form of therapy. It costs a lot of money, and I make it work. But it would be nice to have some real money in my bank so I don't worry about her as much. I have been watching this game from season 1 when Rudy should have won until he took his hand off that log. I can play this game and want that Survivor title. I like that. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I have spent years living in third world countries and war zones. I know how to survive. I can make fire, build shelter, last as long as needed, go days without food, and I work extremely hard. There you go. Let me look at him again. Okay. See his body type? He's not ripped. He's not ripped. He's muscular, but he's got body fat on him. So
he's more like Tony.
Right. So he has reserves. Right? So he should be able to last without, wearing out like the ripped guys tend to wear out. Like you've said. Why you think you'll be the sole survivor? By the way, I kind of like doing it this way because we're reacting to what we're reading in like real time. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, like a live show. That's right.
Yeah. Well, we've never done it this way before. We've always kind of been a little prepared for the who the heck are these people, and I kind of like the way we're doing it, where we just both reading it raw and reacting. Why you think you will be the sole survivor? I really do believe I can win this competition. I lie for a living day in and day out. I have no shame telling people what they want to hear so I can stab them in the back and make it look like someone else. I know this game too well, watching it from the start, and I believe I can play it the way it should be played and be the first to win in that way. Based on what he said earlier, he's going to try to play it like Russell Hantz, but I don't think he can win playing that way. Because you got to have relationships, and he does not have. I don't see anything in there about relationships. Do you?
No, but I liked what I read though. Overall,
well, I think you should pick him high in your draft.
I like the fact that he's willing to do what it takes, and then when you talk about his family, that to me is his motivation to do whatever it takes, to say whatever it takes, and to stab whoever it takes.
Right.
So I like that.
By the way, if you don't know, David and I do a D&D Survivor Challenge. We have it if you're part of our Facebook group, we have one where you get to pick any 9 players, and that's your team. Or you can get like a friend and do a draft and draft against each other and then compete with just them. David and I do that. And this year, for this season, David is partnering up with Kelly Wentworth, and I'm partnering up with Dan Foley. And we're going to compete. So we're going to do our D&D Survivor Challenge draft show in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be fun. The point system will be up soon. So, and also this year on the points, it's going to be more like fantasy football and fantasy baseball, where good players earn you more points. You're not going to get points for silly things. You're going to get points for positive things. They last longer, you get more points. They do good things, you get more points. So good players earn you points.
You're trying to draft jury and finalists,
yeah. It's not like before. So, all right, David's got, is it my turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
You had Kyle, so I get Anna Kate. That's how I want to pronounce that. Yeah. She's 26 years old. She is on the Beauty Tribe, which Timothy got right.
Yes.
And so did Gracie.
Yes.
She is from Brooklyn, New York, and she is a pro poker player.
How cool is that? Boy, they've been getting a lot of poker players lately. It seems like almost every season there's a poker player. There's a poker player, a bartender.
There's a type.
There's somebody that works on the beach. I mean, all right, go ahead.
Her personal claim to fame is, I am most proud of participating in the World Games last summer in Jamundí, Colombia, for front ball, which is handball. I recently started working with a mayor on a scholarship program for kids out there in Colombia.
Now that is there you go.
Yep. Inspiration in his life is Princess Diana because of all the love she had for people. She touched and helped anyone she could. She is my biggest inspiration.
How long ago did Princess Diana die in that car wreck?
Didn't we pass the 20-year mark or something from that?
I don't know. And Anna's like 26.
Yeah.
So she must have made a big impact on her when she was a little girl. All right.
Hobbies are handball, reading, singing, and playing piano.
That's my girl.
Arrogance. Pet peeves are arrogance, ignorance, and when someone picks on someone less fortunate.
Okay.
So she is anti-bully. Like that. 3 words to describe you are loyal, kind-hearted, and perfectionist. Her 3 things to bring on the island are a razor because I hate hair, a deck of cards because I love card games, and a toothbrush because who loves bad breath?
No one.
Exactly. Survivor contestant you're most like.
But wouldn't you need toothpaste more than toothbrush?
You would. Maybe she just wants to keep the stuff out of their teeth. But yeah, she does say bad breath. So, Survivor contestant she is most like is Parvati. Have we heard that before?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I can be charming and would play up my innocent side so I could trick some males and wrap them around my finger.
Mm-hmm. I'll be wrapped around your finger.
Reason for being on Survivor. I'm a huge fan of Survivor and I've studied it for a long time. I'm clever enough to play this game well and win. My biggest inspiration to win is my mother. She is currently unemployed and I'm supporting her, so winning that money would help me buy a house for her. Why you'll think you'll survive. I will be great outdoors. I'm not a girly girl, so the dirty, smelly, sleep-depriving environment won't be hard for me, except for people that haven't brushed their teeth.
Yeah.
I'm not lazy and would help the tribe tremendously in anything that would need to be done. I can catch fish, and I eat small portions. I am physically capable of kicking butt out there. I have tons of energy, which will help me last throughout the game.
All right.
And why will she win? I know I will be the sole survivor because I am extremely good with people and I would form great relationships that could help me from getting voted out. I would make it to the end because I'm not afraid to make moves. I will do what it takes to win.
All right. That was Anna. Kate. All right. I have next Jennifer Lanzetti, 38 years old. She's on the Brawn tribe. Timothy thought she was on the Beauty tribe.
Gracie thought she was on the Brain tribe.
Oh, there you go. Salt Lake City, Utah. She's a contractor.
They don't have southern accents
right there
in Utah.
Sorry.
I don't think.
Personal claim to fame, coming back to life. Wow. Coming back to life after endometriosis, cancer, and drug addiction, getting my engineering degree, and starting my own construction technology company. See, David, when you do things like that and people ask you your personal claim to fame, you don't say I was born.
That's an amazing claim to fame.
Golly. That's called knowing your answer.
I can look that up.
Inspiration in life. Are you looking up endometriosis?
I do. I did. It's a tissue disorder. So it's wow.
Inspiration in life. Martin Luther King Jr. When he spoke, the whole world stopped to listen, whether they liked him or not. That's the ticket in the world and in this challenge. Be yourself. Don't worry about who is trying to sabotage you. Just keep moving forward and focus on the goal. It takes confidence and big moves. Okay, but you do have to worry. You don't maybe not worry about it, but you better pay attention to who's trying to sabotage you.
True.
Right?
Very true.
Hobbies, riding motorcycles, eating good food, playing board games, and adventure racing.
None of which you'll be doing out on the island.
No, that's not it.
Unless you win a reward challenge.
Yep. Pet peeves, slow drivers, people who chew with their mouth open. When people end a sentence with a preposition, so she doesn't like, like Wisconsin. You want to go with? She doesn't like that. Can I go with? When girls say the word like and rear end holes or buttholes, she uses the more not safe for work word.
When people say like
people say like a lot, like
I just realized there's a guy. I work in the volunteer in the kids time portion of on our Sunday mornings. And there's a military guy that's in there. We're actors in a kids time program. And he says like so many times. Now I'm trying to remember if he does it in character or if he does it in real life.
All right. Like 3 words to describe you. Like blunt, like not fragile, and like, bad butt chick. Like, just kidding. Blunt, not fragile, and bad A chick. All right. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? A metal detector. Interesting. A Snuggie and a nutcracker.
Have any hidden immunity idols been metal?
I don't think so. Survivor.
Let's hear it. Go ahead.
Survivor contestant you are most like Kim Spradlin. She had strategy, making as many friends as possible, having alliances and sub-alliances. She was just herself, which is exactly how I play everyday life. I earn respect, like Kim, by telling you how it is. I'm practical, but also love the excitement of making big moves.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Reason for being on Survivor, this once-in-a-lifetime chance, unless you get to play again.
That's right.
It's filled with challenges and adventure. I want to live 100 years, not 1 year 100 times over. I want tree mail instead of email. I like playing games, getting my hands dirty, causing trouble, and getting away with it. Also, for the money, I'm ready to adopt children and start a family. All right. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? Because I have construction knowledge. I love to cook and play games. I am fun to be around. I never quit. I can fast for days, and I'm a hard worker. Those are good things. Did she say anything about, fun to be around, relationship stuff? Why you think you will be the sole survivor? Winning Survivor takes practice surviving. I've been through hell and back many times. Not saying I never get scared, but I just never let fear stop me. I will be the final survivor because I have prepared physically, mentally, and socially. Winning doesn't take beauty, brains, or brawn. It takes heart.
So the only thing that gave me pause about this bio was that she's blunt. I like that she's not fragile, but there's a few words in the different parts that gave me pause. But this is one of those people that I really want to watch play the game, and after 3 days, see how she adjusts to the game.
Right.
Because she's got a lot of life experience, but she's got a lot going for her. And if she molds herself into the game, I think this is somebody that can do well.
Yeah.
I like this. She's really been there and back. And if she's one of those people, like some others that we've already seen, that I can't wait to see them after day 3 and see how they adjust to the game. She's somebody that I think could do that.
I think she'll get along well with the guys too.
Yeah.
You know, she'll be one of those that they just like, you're a guy. Come on. You know. All right, David.
We move on to Elizabeth Markham, who is 27. She is on the Brains tribe, which Timothy took one look set up. She's a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And
Gracie had already figured out how many brains, beauty, and brawn she had picked, so she picked
Brain.
Yeah,
which means Gracie is a brain. But anyway,
no. Okay, forget it.
Why would he listen to you? She is from New York, New York. Her occupation is a quantitative strategist.
What the heck? Okay,
well,
she's going
I
to tell
can tell
us.
you, but she says, I write computer programs that forecast stock prices and trade automatically.
Oh, wow.
Somebody that does that use mathematical formulas to help businesses.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Her personal claim to fame is building a blackjack card counting team.
Wow.
We started with 10 people investing $2,500 each, and it grew the bankroll to over $500,000 in less than a year.
In other words, I'm not allowed in Vegas anymore.
Yeah, but that's if somebody told me that's what they did, that's somebody I would align with, because I want somebody that's got numbers constantly in their head.
Man, that's good.
That's pretty interesting. Inspiration is life is her bad A grandma, who was incredibly smart, social, savvy at business, and loved by everyone.
Love it. Love it.
Hobbies, gambling for profit. You know, never gamble for loss, gamble for profit.
That's right.
Everything outdoorsy, strategic board games, and traveling far off the beaten path.
Well, yeah, she's smart. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her pet peeves are racism, sexism, and homophobia. People who refuse to learn from evidence and won't listen to logical arguments.
All right.
3 words to describe her are thoughtful, smart, and adventurous. Thoughtful's good. If you could have 3 things in the island, what would they be? Her Kindle. So that's who said
2
that?
Kindles. Peter said that.
Yep. Soap and pen and paper for planning strategy. Wait a minute. Soap is for planning strategy?
No. Soap, comma. They left off the comma.
Planning strategy, recording memories, and leaving false clues to hidden immunity idols. Fine. I would so be doing that if I had parchment and something to write on.
Yes.
I would so be leaving stuff.
Yes.
Survivor contestant, you are most like Parvati, because she's great at concealing her intelligence behind her flirty, charming side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, reason for being on Survivor: to play like Parvati. No, I'm just kidding. I love playing strategic games that I have a decent chance of winning. Wilderness survival and challenges will be really fun. No, wilderness survival is not necessarily
People
fun.
say Survivor's fun.
I thought it, Keith.
Going on a cruise is fun. This ain't fun.
Fishing's fun. Hunting's fun. This ain't fun.
This ain't fun.
Let's see. But if she finds it fun, that could be mentally motivational. So I'm far more excited for the game than the possibility of prizes at the end.
All right.
Why you think you'll survive? My brain will be an asset to my alliance for strategy and my team for challenges. I'm good at fitting in with different types of people. I have pretty good outdoor skills too.
Okay.
And why she'll be the sole survivor? I am going to be an unusually strategic and clever person. Really? 31 seasons and she's going to be unusual? That's a good way to be remembered. That's pretty cool.
Unusually strategic.
Yeah. Which means not like anyone before. Cool.
That's right. Or not, Well, in a different kind of strategic.
Than anyone before.
Right. Right.
I'm also likable. Yes, you are. I am fit, so I'll be good at challenges, but not so much I'll be perceived as threatening.
Maybe not. All right. All right. Next one is Nick Morano. I'm going to say Nick Morano. 30 years old. He's on the beauty tribe. Timothy thought he was on the Brawn tribe.
And just like Timothy got several of the women right, Gracie got this one right. Said
She
he
gets
was
them
on the
all
beauty
right.
tribe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Current residence is Redondo Beach, California. He is a personal trainer. Personal claim to fame. I'll always be a better listener than you. There's something about that sentence that is ironic to me. Meaning, I listen to people better than you do. I'm more interested in people than you are, and I accept people more than you do. And yes, sometimes I pretend to do these things, but at least I pretend, whereas you just check out and are narcissistic.
Is that a personality trait or is that a claim to fame?
I don't know. I guess his claim to fame is that he is the best listener of anybody in the world. That's his claim to fame. Inspiration in life. I didn't have a hero last time I applied, and I still don't. No human is a hero. I'm my own hero because I love the person I am. No human is it. This guy thinks he's Superman, right? Because no human is a hero, but he is his own hero, meaning he's Superman.
Wow.
Right?
In the game. Superman in the game. That's impressive.
I will be your Superman, your Superman. Hobbies, writing, exercising, and managing web projects. Pet peeves. These aren't necessarily pet peeves, but angry, loud, and rude people who don't know how to hold a conversation. This guy is going to have no tolerance for anybody that doesn't fit his mold. That's what I'm thinking. 3 words to describe you: obsessive compulsive, receptive, and contrarian. Oh, boy. This should be fun. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? Alcohol. There's nothing like a truth serum to give the other contestants. A picture of other contestants' loved ones to negotiate with. He just ended a sentence with the preposition. A vacuum so people think I'm dumber than they initially thought. A vacuum so people think I'm dumber than they initially thought.
Yeah, he brought a vacuum. Why did he bring a vacuum? What an idiot. And he's not.
Survivor contestant you are most like: Courtney Yates and Jonathan Pepper. Again, contestant is one person. Okay, Courtney Yates and Jonathan Penner personality-wise, but I'm much more socially intelligent than they are. This guy's very confident.
Type A alpha personality.
So confident. What tribe is he on? Beauty tribe? Oh,
Beauty
boy.
tribe.
Oh, he and Caleb are going to get along just dandy and fine. Because Caleb is one cocky dude. All right, let's see. Reason for being on Survivor: winning $1 million and showing the other contestants that signing up for my season of Survivor was a bad idea.
If he goes out on day one and says, "Do y'all want to hear my bio?" He's going to be the first person voted out of his tribe.
Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I'm athletic, but the most useful skill is my positive nature. Other members of the group will feed off my positive demeanor and remain upbeat, or at least feel better once they have a conversation with me. Why you think you will be the sole survivor? It's simple. I'm charismatic and manipulative. This isn't something I'm proud to admit, but it's true. Yes, he is proud to admit it. He is very proud to admit it. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be fun to watch. All right, David.
You know, not that I would ever, by any stretch of the imagination, be considered for a beauty tribe. But
Right.
I look at this guy and I think back to LJ, and LJ and him to me are nothing alike in personality, but they're typed. They're labeled. As soon as Approach says these are your tribes, you look at this guy. He's a big, built, in shape, good-looking guy, and people just think, oh, he's that. To me, that makes him a target. That's why I think LJ had a target. no matter what he did, Tony was going to get something to get rid of him. And I think this guy's going to have a target pretty quick.
Maybe so.
And then he's going to talk. He's really going to have a big target.
They're all going to be gathered around the fireplace having a good conversation. And he's going to walk up. It's time for real conversation. I'm going to speak. But I listen better than y'all do.
Yes. So I'm going to listen to myself speak. You all just do whatever you want to do.
No human can be a hero, but I'm my own hero.
I'm going to test you all on what I'm saying, and I'm going to get the best score.
Yes. Because no one is as good as me. I'm not proud to admit it. Yes, I am. But no, really, I'm not. No.
Thank you, Nick, for making us laugh.
That was awesome.
All right. Let's move on to Scott Pollard, who I know from his past. I don't know him personally, obviously.
Oh, I was going to say, what? You know Scott?
I know who he is. He is 40 years old right now. He is on the Brawn tribe, which Gracie got right, and Timothy got right.
Yeah.
But he is currently living in Carmel, Indiana.
Yeah.
He is a semi-retired former NBA champion, played for the Detroit Pistons, Sacramento Kings, Indiana Pacers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Boston Celtics. So he is well-traveled.
Is that a good thing
Besides
or a bad
playing
thing?
games everywhere.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends.
Okay.
You know, to me, if you're going past 3 teams, that's not a great thing.
Okay.
It's usually
But
I
he
don't
says he's a NBA champion, so I guess he was on a championship team?
He was on a team that won a championship. Yes.
Awesome.
His claim to fame is winning an NBA championship ring and playing in the NBA for 11 years. I think he was on the Celtics when he won the title. Yeah.
Cool.
Inspiration in life, my father. He gave me the genetics and the guidance until he died.
Wow.
Roy Williams, my college coach, because he helped me with my work ethic, which means he was a Kansas Jayhawk, which Roy Williams is now a Tar Heel coach, the Tar Heel coach. Sorry, in case you didn't know that. I'm just sharing. Hobby, spending time with family, traveling, and riding my motorcycle. Pet peeves, people who are late and not loyal. I agree with you on that one, buddy.
Yeah, I hate late. Ugh.
I do too. Thank goodness they got reserved seats in theaters now.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
We still missed the first trailer.
How many times have you almost left your family at home? Can you count them? No.
It's too many.
I'm sorry. Now.
I'm sorry. Just on a tangent. You seen the episode of Everybody Loves Raymond where his dad talks to him about, A's and seats, as in your A needs to be in the car seat at this time. It's just sometimes you got to be tough.
Yeah.
And so Raymond does it to his wife, but the curling iron is stuck in her hair. So she can't come down. So he leaves. He goes to the place, and his buddies are there, and they say, "You really did it? How could you do that?" And he comes home, and she's mad. His mom and dad are mad. And he's like, "Dad, you told me this is what you do." He goes, "Yeah, but I never did it to your mom. I'm not dumb."
That's right. That's funny.
So let's see. 3 words to describe himself are driven, fun, and loud. I think he's going to be much more outgoing than Cliff Robertson was.
Yeah.
Very much more. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be? A phone, so I can talk to my wife and kids. A photo of my family, so I have a reminder of why I'm in the competition. And my NBA championship ring to remind me of what I have accomplished. Okay, if they don't already see that you are a possible basketball player, retired professional athlete, showing them your gold ring or whatever color championship ring that is might not be a good thing.
Right.
To remind them. Or maybe it is a good thing to take you to the end because people might not vote for you. Contestant you are most like the professional athletes because that was my profession. So he's Jeff Kent. He's Jimmy Johnson. Well, Jimmy Johnson wasn't. Well, he wasn't an athlete. But Cliff Robinson. Who else was professional athletes?
He's like, I don't remember their name. Have y'all ever had any professional athletes play? Yeah, a few. Those guys.
You want me to play? I'm just a basketball player. Yeah, but we've had athletes before. Okay, so who's your favorite player? The athletes you've had before. Those guys. I'm just like them.
Yeah. What is Survivor again?
Is it Bear Guy in it? Oh, no. It's not that game. Okay. Survivor contestant you're most like? Oh, I read that. I'm sorry. It was so funny. I wanted to read it again. The professional athletes, because that was my profession.
Yes. Thank you, David. That was
His profession was being a professional athlete. Yes. Reason for being on Survivor. My primary reason is for the money, but also the competition itself. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I'm a great teammate and know how to make others better, and I'm a winner. Well, eventually he'll find out that a team does not win. It is only one winner. So,
Yes.
why you think you'll be a sole survivor? Because I'm a great. Oh, what am I? I'm a great teammate, but ultimately, I can outsmart my opponents.
Yeah, he's not going to.
So do you think he was already in? And then they said, "Here, you're already in, but go ahead and fill this out." He just said, "Okay, this and this and this and this." Okay.
He might have been a recruit. What do you think?
Could have been, but if he's more outgoing than Cliff, then he's going to be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have Big Brother guy, Beast Mode Cowboy. I want to be a cowboy. Caleb Reynolds, 28 years old, beauty, and my son thought he was on the Brawn tribe.
Of course, Gracie got this one right and put him as a beauty.
He's from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. He's an Army veteran. Claim to fame, defending my country in war and bringing my troops home safely to their families.
There you go.
Inspiration in life, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Hobbies, working out, competing, hunting, and riding horses. Pet peeves, texting while driving, and nose picking. Whether you're driving or not.
That's right.
Nose picking while driving or nose picking while not driving. 3 words to describe you: gregarious, spontaneous, and hilarious.
He's us.
Alliteration. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? My phone, because it has my music and pictures, my Bible, so I can stay in the Word and be in touch with God through Scripture, and pen and paper so I can write my thoughts down. All right. Survivor contestant you are most like: Hayden, because I really loved him on the show and he was athletic. He knows when to be a beast and how to play.
All right. Is that a Big Brother shout out, or wasn't Hayden?
That may be the only Survivor he knows.
Oh,
maybe. Reason for being on Survivor: they called me. No, I'm just kidding.
When you said that, I was on the wrong line and I wrote my phone. I thought my phone rang.
Winning the money to better life financing. Also, I love the woods and anything survival related. I feel I can survive anything, so I want to be put to the test. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I'm an ex-military man and very well trained in survival. I'm a tough competitor and can make fire out of nothing. He's a firebender. Build shelter, create insulation. That'll come in handy for the shelter.
Yep.
Yeah. Help catch and kill food. I'm the diehard outdoors man that can and will survive. There you go. Why you think you will be the sole survivor? I had the skills it takes to get through the tough situations of little to no water or little to no food, and I make things happen. If I made it through a war zone for 11 months, I can make it through a jungle for 39 days. That'll be interesting. I think we'll get to know more about him whenever we watch his videos. Yep. Oh, all of our opinions are going to change when we watch their videos.
Oh, yeah.
Next week will be a completely different show.
When you talk to somebody and you'll know right away if you want to talk to them for another 38 days. Yeah. So, you gave me this last name on purpose. This is Julia Sokolowski.
Well, that sounds good.
Thank you. Sounds good.
19.
And she's 19 years old, barely older than my daughter Gracie, and she is on the beauty tribe.
As Timothy also thought.
And Timothy got that one right, and Gracie got that right as well. She is from Boston, Mass., and she is a student. Her claim to fame was her trip to Tanzania. I taught English to a class of 83 third graders and rebuilt and restored classrooms. I also hiked the base of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Okay, that's pretty good. 19 years old. She's already got both of those things under her belt. Nice.
She's done more than me.
Nice.
So, her inspiration in life is her 17-year-old brother, Eric. He was born with a heart defect called hypoplastic left heart syndrome and has undergone a series of 4 open heart surgeries. He's only 17.
Wow.
As a fighter and my inspiration every day.
Nice.
Hobbies are skiing, hip-hop and contemporary dancing, and flirting. That's one that'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Pet peeves are really slow walkers. Sorry.
That's funny.
I work in a hospital and there are so many slow walkers. Because they're there for that reason, but still.
And you're like trying to get down the hall and there's like 3 of them in a row. You can't get past them.
And then they move when they hear me or see my shadow, and they say sorry. I'm like, oh no, please, you are absolutely fine. Go at your own pace. Don't worry about me.
As you knock them over.
I hadn't heard that one as a pet.
How'd you break your hip, Grandma? This big IT guy came in and knocked me over.
Let's see. 3 words to describe her: outgoing, driven, and versatile. Versatile. That's the day 3 term. Can you adjust? Are you versatile?
Right.
That's good. I like that. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be? A photo of my family because they're my rock. Well, if you get out there and play Tony's way, you just make them into rocks. And go from there.
That's a good idea.
I
forgot about Tony doing that, but that is a great idea.
That's off-camera thing. We never saw it during the season.
Right.
A camera because I love taking pictures to document memories and for Instagram. Is that an app?
David, you don't know what Instagram is?
I think I've heard of it. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Is that like that Twitter
Ladies
thing?
and gentlemen, 1 hour and 26 minutes in, David does not know what Instagram is. Nice.
I do. I just don't like to.
No, you don't know what it is.
I do. I think I have it on my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
And an iPod because a girl's got to jam out. I know what an iPod is.
Yeah.
No, I know what Instagram is because it's in that article. What kids don't use anymore, or what they don't do.
Instagram, David, is one of those cameras. You know those little cameras that you take and then you take it right back to CVS and they do all the cameras and they do all the film.
Not an Instagram.
I thought I could get you.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Cam.
You thought there for a second though, because you don't know what Instagram is.
Do you want me to? Let me see if it's stuck on this phone.
No. Come on. We're an hour and a half in. Let's go.
All right. Contestant you're most like: Natalie Tenorelli, because she was a young female player; Jenna Marasco and Parvati Shallow because of their ability to strategically combine sex appeal and intelligence; and Andrea Belke because she is a wholesome farm girl with big dreams. Okay, that's 4.
Yes.
But okay, I'll give her that. Reason for being on.
Multiple choice test: A, B, C, or D. Please.
Or
A because
or
of
E,
this.
all
B,
of the above.
Yeah. C because of this, and D because of this. All right, go ahead.
Reason for being on. I want to win the $1 million and also pay off my college tuition. I want to prove to everyone who ever doubted me that I am strong, strategic, and intelligent, not just some Barbie princess dumb blonde. All right.
Okay.
Why you think you'll survive, Survivor? I will be a huge asset on camp. I have done Habitat for Humanity, so I know how to build a shelter. I have killed cows in Africa, worked on a farm, and know how to make fire. I am also quick, excellent at puzzles, and have strong social skills from job experience and being a college student. Wow, that's a good resume. Why you think you'll be a social survivor?
Because I'm a college student. I have social skills.
Right.
I'm very social because I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and now Tumblr.
I should be the sole survivor. I have amazing social skills because she just said that. I'm majoring in PR, so I'm studying strategic ways to persuade and manipulate people. I have strong instincts and I am very athletic. I've always been competitive and I'm a hardworking, smart girl.
Majoring in PR. However, she's a freshman, so she's probably taking all her basics. I wonder if she's even taken any PR classes yet. You know, that's like, I'm studying to be a doctor. I'm a freshman, but that means I can help people when they get hurt.
Well,
I'm just messing with other people. I'm just messing with her. She probably has a natural tendency, a natural leaning towards PR, which is why she would do it. All right, I've got Ty Trang. He's 51 years old. He is on the beauty tribe, much to my son's surprise. Timothy thought he was on the brains tribe. David?
But she got it wrong.
Okay. Current residence is San Francisco. He is a gardener. Personal claim to fame, being part of the AIDS life cycle ride for the past 13 years. That's pretty cool. That's like your brother-in-law who is in the MS bike rides.
Yes.
Right? But this AIDS Life Cycle ride is a 545-mile, 7-day camping and bicycle ride from San Francisco to LA to benefit HIV and AIDS services. In total, I've raised over $75,000 for the LA LGBT Center and San Francisco AIDS Foundation. I love this grueling but fun mental and physical challenging experience. Inspiration in life. My parents. They worked so hard to provide for 11 of my siblings. During and after the Vietnam War, we were so poor, we had to eat plain rice with soy sauce for months. Somehow they managed to get us all on fishing boat to escape communism, and luckily we all survived 11 days on an open ocean. Wow. In an Indonesian refugee camp, my mom made and sold one cookie at a time to earn extra money for her children. Wow. They are the ones that taught me self-reliance, and my mom always reminds me, quote, if you have health in both hands, you can never go to sleep cold or hungry, unquote. Hobbies. Wow, that's a life story, isn't it?
Yeah, really. Wow, that's a book.
Yeah. Hobbies, planning dinner parties, cooking for friends, and keeping bees. I am fascinated by the colony's social structures. I also enjoy reading and discussing fiction in our book club. Pet peeves, foodies. What are foodies? Foodies, Foodies.
The people that just talk about food all the time, or?
I don't know. Let me see. Define foodies.
I can see you.
Foodies, a person with a particular interest in food. Okay.
Okay, well, that's me.
All right. He doesn't like you, David. Double parked cars and lazy people. 3 words to describe you: energetic, resourceful, and competitive. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? Coffee, my life necessity. I grew up loving Vietnamese coffee since I was 3 years old. Wow. A razor. I like to shave my head and face to feel young. A survival must. And clean. Oh, to feel young and clean. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. It's a surreal Japanese fiction that would relax me.
A foodie is also someone that seeks new food experiences as a hobby rather than simply eating out of convenience or hunger.
Okay. Survivor contestant you are most like. Spencer. I like his positive spirit and determination to survive in given situations. And Bob Crowley because we're both older, nice, likable players with non-threatening demeanors who work hard. Reason for being on Survivor. Definitely the fun of testing my ability to survive in harsh conditions, pushing my body physically and mentally to the fullest. I would love to compete in challenges against younger, stronger, or bigger players to prove that size and age does not matter in this game. I believe in playing a good social game, and the nice guy always can win in the end. Also, to win the $1 million. Why you think you'll survive Survivor. As a gardener and fisherman, I have the outdoor skills to build shelter, climb trees, forage for food, fish, and dive. I am a vegetarian, but I will harvest sea life for the tribe if it keeps me in the game. I will be useful and work hard at camp. I am physically fit and will help win challenges. Being the middle child of 11 kids, I know how to get along and be a peacemaker. I can share my childhood war stories to pass time and charm people while bringing good spirit and harmony to the tribe. I tell you what, man, if you're a good storyteller, then night times by the fire is a good time for you. You know? Mm-hmm. And why you think you will be the sole survivor. Growing up poor and without many of life's comforts, I had the physical and mental stamina to survive in harsh environments. I'm determined to and never give up till I get what I'm after. I am short and non-threatening. Most people seem to like me and often are drawn to me for whatever reason. I am genuinely nice and will treat everyone well, but don't cross me, not even once. I will do whatever it takes to become the sole survivor. Even though it will be difficult and devastating to betray my alliance, my ultimate goal is to win. I want to be a winner that everyone thinks is a little odd, but endearing, who plays a smart and interesting game with some spicy drama. Awesome. He's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, a lot of life experience.
Is this our last person? This is our last person. No, it's not. We got 2 more people. 2 more people.
This is, without a doubt, the best bathing suit.
That is the craziest bathing suit I've ever seen in my entire life.
It'd be funny to ask her. She says, well, it's not really mine. They gave it to me.
Yeah.
This is Debbie Donato Wanner. Wow. She is 49 and on the Brains tribe.
Yep.
And
Timothy thought Brains.
Correctly picked Brains. Gracie also picked Brains.
Of course, by this time, she only had Brains left. She had Brains and Beauty as her last two choices.
Well, she's so smart. She's from Reading, Pennsylvania. She is a chemist. Or is that Reading, Pennsylvania? Isn't it Reading?
Probably Reading, I would think.
Oh. Personal claim to fame. Being the first in my family to graduate college, learning was always valued, but not formal education. My family is dysfunctional, to put it mildly.
Nice.
That's good. Inspiration in life. I just adore Tia Torres of Pit Bulls and Parolees. Talk about survivors. Hobbies: working out, hiking and running, flying, snowmobiles, horses, boating, playing piano, rescuing Boston Terriers and tortoises, juggling and reading, especially American and Roman history. Wow. Nice. Does she work? Because she has a lot of hobbies.
This is why commas are so important. And I just want to thank Debbie for using them. Because when people don't use commas, you'd say, I like working out, flying snowmobiles, instead of flying and snowmobiles. It's a joke. Flying snowmobiles.
Oh, I thought you were saying the way I read it sounded that way.
No. I'm just thankful for commas.
Flying snowmobiles, horses. Flying snowmobile horses.
Flying snowmobiles, flying horses.
Boating pianos. There you go.
Now, God forbid the poor Chihuahua on the side of the road. If Debbie drives by and goes, oh, I got to help. Oh, it's just a Chihuahua. It's not a Boston Terrier. Let's go on.
Keep going. Swerve away.
All right, go ahead.
Pet peeves: the idolization of garish, repugnant, and so what is that word?
Supercilious.
Supercilious people like the Kardashians. Okay, I like her already. Pets as fashion accessories. Apathy. Don't just talk about doing it. Do it and help make the world a better place.
Okay, a supercilious person is one behaving or looking as though one thinks one is superior to others. So therefore, she will really not like, what's his name? Was it Neil? No, Nick. She and Nick will not get along.
She will call him a Kardashian.
She'll say, you're so supercilious. And he'll go, I don't know if I should be insulted or not.
3 words to describe her: relentless, erudite, and Spartan. I am Spartan.
I am erudite. Isn't that like from some movie, Erudite?
Oh, I don't know. Boy, you're really using this Google Doc to look up everything now, aren't you? That's funny.
Well, if I don't know behaving, having or showing great true. Knowledge. Yes, that's from the movie. There was the clan that were the erudites, and they were the brains.
What's that? From Ransom with Mel Gibson, where the guy talked
Ransom. It's the girl. She doesn't fit into any of the clan.
She's Divergent.
She's a Divergent, right?
Yes, gotcha.
Okay.
I'm thinking of 300. The blood and gore, and you're thinking of the smart.
This is the kind of lady that she and Andy Westover would get along. I'm sorry, she and Andy Baker would get along really well because they would just for the fun of it, talk like they were thesauruses.
I hear you. If you could take 3 things on the island with you, what would they be? The Baker's dozen. No, I'm just kidding. Chanel number 5, as I know how bad we will all smell. Dental floss, because I love clean teeth and it has multiple uses. Dental floss. That could hurt somebody, if you use it the wrong way. And a big stuffed Boston Terrier.
Wow.
Not a Chihuahua.
Them, but when they die, she stuffs them.
Survivor contestant you are most like: Coach. Period.
Oh, wow.
I like that. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Reason for being on Survivor: money, because poverty sucks and money equals power to a point. Also, I relish an adventure. She's also blunt. I like that. She's very short with her answers. Why you think you'll survive Survivor? I have military training in summer and winter survival. shelter building, fire making, food procurement, torture training, and a superior will to survive.
Wait, she has training in torturing people? Wow.
Torture training.
Nice.
That's good.
And a superior will to survive. Okay.
Yeah, torture training and a superior will to survive. Plus, I'm fun too.
Yeah.
As I'm torturing you, I'm having a ball.
She and Saeed ought to have a great time putting things under people's fingernails. Little lost reference there.
Yes, it is. I'm a card-carrying member of the Reading Jugglers Club, so I'll teach them how to juggle.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Why do you think will be the sole survivor? Like Hannibal Lecter, I have good manners.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
I have good manners and pleasant company. That is original. I think she's a lot funnier than she gets herself credit for.
I have never heard anybody go, you know why? Because like Hannibal Lecter, you know, the guy that skinned people.
Have you seen Silent? No, he didn't skin people. He ate people.
Whatever.
Skin people was Buffalo Bill.
Sorry.
But have you seen the movie Silence of the Lambs? You know how that guy is in the cage with the mask on his face?
Oh,
That's kind of me.
Okay, I have good
However, that doesn't mean I won't scramble your brains.
Oh, wow.
$1 million means freedom, which is priceless to me. I'll give up, let go, surrender.
Even at the expense of your brains.
That's right. I'll give up, let go, surrender when I'm dead. Wow. She's going to be fun around the campfire.
Yeah. All right, I have the last one, Alicia Holden. She's 24. She's on the Brawn tribe, and Timothy got this one right.
Gracie got this one wrong.
She said beauty, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yep. She is in Dallas. She is a real estate agent. Personal claim to fame, and they clarified it on this one. What is the accomplishment you are most proud of? Which CBS ended the sentence on a preposition. Did you ever see the first episode of Last Man on Earth or whatever it was called?
I don't think so.
When he met the girl and she hated sentences being ended with prepositions. And so he would say this sentence that we would think was normal and she'd say no. So it's like, what is the accomplishment for which you are most proud? And he'd be like, what? I'm supposed to say it like that? Anyway, I made a bucket list of adventures I wanted to accomplish. I went out and did it. Bungee jumping in Indonesia, hang gliding in Rio, skydiving, jumped off the stratosphere in Las Vegas, face-to-face shark diving in Australia, and interacting with uncaged tigers in Thailand. This girl's got some money.
That's impressive because usually when people make a bucket list, it's skydiving from the air.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in Indonesia or Australia. It's just diving.
This girl's got some money, man.
Well, somebody's got some money.
Yeah, somebody's got some money, you know.
Well, she's a
Mom,
real estate,
I want to go skydiving. Good. Okay, well, no, I mean like in Thailand or Indonesia. Okay.
And I want to go hang gliding.
That might take a couple more days.
I want to go hang gliding. Well, we'll just go down to Florida. No, I want to go to Rio.
Yeah.
You know, and swim with sharks.
On,
well, that's off of. Oh, let's go to Australia and swim with sharks.
Honey, they have sharks in Florida. I know, Mom, but I want to go to Australia with Nemo. All right. That was really kind of weird. All right. Alicia Holden. Inspiration in life. My grandpa and grandma are my inspiration in life. My grandparents pastor a Baptist church. Well, she's not rich then, so I don't know where she got her money.
She's real estate.
My grandparents pastor a Baptist church. Doctors, firefighters, and nurses. They all save lives physically, but my grandparents lead people to be saved eternally. They are my heroes. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Hobbies. I like to seek out and accomplish adventures all over the world. Yeah.
See previous answer.
Yes. See above. Pet peeves. People who lie and can't be straight up. I tell it how it is and expect the same. Also, negativity. I'm all about positive vibes and energy. 3 words to describe you. And then in parentheses, how would your friends describe you? Fearless, ambitious, and adrenaline junkie.
See above.
Yes. If you could have 3 things on the island, what would they be and why? I would want a camera because capturing moments are priceless. A cell phone to call my family. Pizza because I love pizza. I wonder what her favorite pizza is. Survivor contestant you are most like. I am most like Cass. She was the last woman standing, but she also brought chaos. And reason for being on Survivor? It's the ultimate challenge. Hello. And why you think you'll survive Survivor? I'm the daughter of a boxing promoter. I'm tough. Don't let the blonde hair fool you. I won't cry or back down. No one will break me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. My ambition and drive to succeed will lead me through. That, my friends, is the cast of Survivor Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty. What, David?
I hate to complain about a good bio, but why she'll win is because she's the daughter of a boxing promoter?
No, wasn't that why you'll survive? Why you'll survive.
Oh, why you'll survive.
Not why you'll win.
Oh,
She's saying she's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So Brains, you've got Peter, Aubrey, Joseph, Neil, Elizabeth, and Debbie. Beauty, you got Michelle, Anna, Nick, Caleb, Julia, Ty. Brawn, you've got Sydney, Darnell, Kyle, Jennifer, Scott, and Alicia. Interesting. I am so looking forward to next week when we can really look into these people and evaluate the tribes and see what we think after watching videos. And, of course, having Shayna just said she can't be on next week, but we'll probably have Alex and Brian for sure and probably Colton. Colton said yes, he just has to check his schedule. It's going to be fun next week.
That's a nice group of people.
Yeah, that's a really good-looking group of people on paper for sure.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing their videos over the next week.
That's what I'll be doing this weekend.
Yeah. So, wow. Well, we hope you like this version of Who the Heck Are These People. David and I enjoyed it. It was kind of fun. Just kind of getting our first, our true initial thoughts because we haven't read any of this stuff. And I've purposely avoided videos and everything. So it's been good. We don't have any new iTunes reviews since December 20th. So that's been a month, but we haven't been on very much. So, but if you want to have your iTunes review read on the air, go ahead and leave us one and we will read it on the air. We'll even let you hear our neat little jingle.
You write them. We read them. iTunes reviews.
That's right. iTunes reviews. So anyway, thank you. iTunes reviews helps us, get seen on iTunes. So I haven't heard from Miko. Have you heard from Miko, David? David's talking to somebody, but whenever David gets back, I'll ask him about Miko's challenge. But we've recently done a Star Wars episode for Movie Talk with D&D. If you haven't heard that, it's a round table of 6 people talk movie Star Wars. The Force Awakens. And then, of course, we just did a Kelly podcast. David, do you know if we're going to have Miko's challenge this season?
I have not heard.
I have not heard either. So we do want to thank you for shopping Amazon. Amazon's a great place to shop. If you haven't done Amazon Prime, great. In fact, Amazon Prime is now, they're starting to do their own shows, just like Netflix does. They're going to start kind of being their own network. But I use Amazon Prime for free shipping all the time. Go to our website. We are an Amazon affiliate, of course. Go to our website, click on a link, and shop Amazon. So, all right, David, you got anything else?
No, just a couple notes from the chat room. Mike K. shared that written in the 6th century BC, the art of war.
Hold on. Hey, David, can you mess with your cable? I think maybe your cable's messing up because you're breaking up really bad.
All right, what about now?
It's a little better, yeah.
Okay. From the chat room, Mike K. shared that written in this. No,
it's not better. Check all your connections for me, buddy. Make sure they're nice in there, really good, really well.
Pull this out. What about now?
Very staticky.
That's not good. What about now?
That's better, I think. I'll know when you talk.
I'm holding the cable in place. In the chat room, Mike K. wrote that written in the 6th century BC, the art of war remains the ultimate guide to combat strategy. And Sun Zood, which is a TZU, explains when and how to engage opponents in order to prevail in difficult situations.
Okay.
So both strategic novels with combat.
All right. So you don't hear what your mic's doing in your headphones?
Not the way I have it set up right now. No.
Oh, yeah. You need to start monitoring because it's not good. All right. Head on over to our website for blogs, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. By the way, we've got a couple new backgrounds on our website. And the big awesome thing for next season, David will be competing against Colton Cumbie in a weekly power ranking. And they still need to get together and figure out how they're going to score it. But they are going to have a power ranking battle every week. Colton Cumbie versus David Jones. So that's going to be cool.
Did you also mention our new graphic artist?
Yes, David asked if I had mentioned our new graphic artist, and I had not. His name is Mark Percy. Thank you, Mark. He made this awesome graphic I'm about to show you again. Right there. Where did it go? There it is right there. He made that. Way to go. Appreciate it. Mark's doing a great job. So the only other things, well, nothing, really. David, you got anything? Oh, premiere. For the premiere on February the 18th, we will have Jeff Varn to recap the premiere.
Yep.
That's going to be fun. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I am going to say adios. And how about you, David?
I'm good.
What's up, guys? It's Will from Wonder Lake again, a.k.a.
The Giant Ninja.
When you're doing your online shopping, if you'd like to support the podcast at absolutely no cost to you, visit www.stwdd.com/Amazon or head to D&D's website and follow the links. I use D&D's Amazon link to buy stuff for my business, for my kids, and one time for myself because my wife wanted to give me a present. Later, peeps. Will at
The Giant Ninja.